Wiggles. How y'all doing, my beautiful butterflies? I know it's a surprise. Couldn't make it out here today. Still trying to get this leg straight. I had a doctor's appointment today, so got 3 MRIs tomorrow at. He said be there at 10, no later than 10:30, because it's going to take at least 15 to 20 minutes per MRI. Leg still swelling. They checked out every organ in the body and everything that could possibly be the cause. And workman's comp was sending me to physical therapy, and that ain't no different than what I'm doing every day, walking on a bike or whatever. So I told him, y'all can release me and let me go on back to work because you're killing me, okay? It was pointless to even keep working. You're going to take 70% of it anyway. So why do I need to come down here? Then you're going to make me go to the doctors you want me to go to? No. Release me. Let me go back to work and hobble along just like I'm hobbling along, not going to work, and use my own insurance, and let's see if we can get something done. I mess around being lost my leg fooling with these crazy people. Insane. So I went and talked to the bosses at work, and they told me do what I had to do. It's my leg, okay? They made more sense than anybody. What's up, Misty? How you doing, ma'am? You're in here. Well, we're going to talk about people who are challenging to be around tonight. I think that's a very good subject because I'm sure most of us deal with some challenging people these days. Hello, Lorica. Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Hi, how are you? So I had a choice to talk about the 401k. I was in an accident, Lucinda, at work. I work with transportation. And we hit in a pothole that morning. Dickinson got some bad roads on both sides of the freeway. And the legs was hurting because it hit the back of the metal of the seat. Okay? So I came home and I propped it up and I went back to work, and I barely got out the car and limped off into the building. Hey, Glam. And when I got in there, everybody was like, oh my God, my leg was big from the top of the hip part where it joins all the way down. The shoe was getting so tight on it, they pulled the shoe off and they called the ambulance to come pick me up at work. I was off work almost 5 weeks. So I felt like, no, I need to get with my own doctors now. So that's what I did. Let me go back up. Get compensation. You can't get no compensation from those schools. They exempt from that. I spoke to Glam. No, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, because I was already having problems with the knees, bone on bone. And I lied to him. I was already going to a doctor for the knees. Y'all knew that, getting the injections in the knees because the cartilage was gone. Trying to make up my mind if I was going to have the surgery this summer. I'm not doing it. I've been reading a lots about that, and they have a doctor here in Houston. It's Oriental doctor, and she has a new procedure. I'm gonna try that new procedure before they go cutting my kneecap out and putting a new knee in, a metal knee. Then they're gonna be stopping me going through the airports. It's gonna take all summer long. And he said a whole year to completely heal. I'm not going through that at my age. If the shots, and then he gave me a choice. He said, or you can continue to take the shots. Well, my sister's been taking them, and they're getting further and further apart. She used to have to take them every 3 months. That's what I've been doing. This time around, 3 months has passed. I haven't had a shot, and I haven't had any problem with the knee, other than injuring the knee. Yeah. Let me see who else is in the chat. I think I spoke to every. Oh no. Hi Macy, how you doing? Hello, hi. Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Peace and blessings to you, Shatika. I am taking care of myself. Ain't nobody take care of me. The husband is gone, and my family, what's left of him, he barely taking care of himself. He 81 years old, and the sister live in Birmingham. And the other one, she here. They still in the working world. So I ain't got no choice but to take care of me. Mm-hmm. I hope your day has gone good. It was good. It was good. I got a lots accomplished. I can say that much. The light came on the car. I think I told y'all about that, and they said it was the actuator, which is the vents that come in and out and close and keep the engine cool. So I thought I was going to have to pay for that. And then I thought about it. I said, when you bought this car, you bought an extended warranty with this car. So I called up the other day and I had to make sure. And I said, tell me, did I buy an extended warranty? And he said, yes, it's for 3 years. So your original 12-month is gone. So you enter your extended warranty. I said, good, because a light just came on the dashboard. And I told him I had taken it to a friend of mine and he put it on the computer and he said it was the actuator. So is that covered by the extended warranty? And he said, yes. I said, $100 and I can drive out versus probably it was going to cost about $6 with the part and the labor. So glad I took it out when I did. Hey, Leanne, how you doing? Thank you, Leanne. Hey, Miss Aretha. Tajisti, how you doing? Jibber Jabber, you on the look for a new husband, sister? No, baby, I ain't looking for a husband, a man, nothing. Just got through talking to one out in Cali. The other day I was talking to the first boyfriend that I ever dated in college. We were 18 when we met. He just moved from Cali back to Florida. And we ain't the same people. The best we could do is stay real good friends. Too many years passed. No. Mm-mm. And the one I was just talking to before I came on live lives in Cali. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. I just think it's me too. I just don't think I want to be dealing with no man. But jibber jabber, you'll find that right lady. I wouldn't be the right lady for you. I'm telling you right now. I'm a cook when I want to cook. I'm a go when I want to go. I don't mind. In other words, I'm not gonna be. I'd be loyal, but I'm gonna do what I want to do. And you might be wanting to go somewhere I don't want to go, and I'm gonna tell you no, because I done got used to being by myself now. So keep looking, baby. The extended warranty is good. I have one, okay? SML puppets, grandma, and I don't know what all that means. So you know what we're gonna do? SML puppets. We're gonna tell you have a nice evening and go on about your business, okay? Uh that's how we're gonna do it. Okay. See, I don't have no moderators in here yet. How is the guy in Cali, Queen? He's nice. He's very nice. We grew up together. He's from my hometown. But he's never been married before. I wouldn't want to be the first wife. Mm-mm. He's 60-ish, 68. No. I honestly don't think you like him. I don't like neither one of them, not for no relationship or no husband or nothing like that. Oh, look at my little trolls. They coming in and I don't have a moderator. I'm finna make one. I ain't gonna be able to deal with y'all. Hey JP, how you doing? They love 360. You can go to. You've been in here long enough to give me the view. Thank you very much, baby. I appreciate you, but the day ain't the day. I just got off work with special needs kids. Okay, so vamonos, vamonos. But good evening to all my little sugar woogers and my beautiful butterflies. Let's talk about this. Because I'm sure all of y'all have dealt with some difficult people in this day and time. Because people just don't seem to have a good understanding. They do things to you. They hurt you. They feel like they can say whatever they want to say or do whatever they want to do. But the minute you snap back, it's a problem. And you be the one wrong. But they created the problem. And then they want to say, you started it. How in the hell did I start it? When I ain't even know where you was coming from. Then they don't want to believe you when you telling them, what are you talking about? They in a place you're not even there. You're in another world, in another situation. Okay. All right, let me just see what you're saying, because you get me off the subject. I'm not interested, okay? You 86, I damn sure don't want you. And need a good one. Well, go find you one to take care of you. Yeah, you got the wrong one now. You mess around and be the kicked over waiting on me to take care of you. You've been married 4 times. You need to be like, all to stop, okay? Unless you want to be Liz Taylor. Kiss the ring. Good evening. How are you? Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. They never take accountability or responsibility. Never. And what's up with that? If I know that I did something to kiss the ring, I got sense enough to know if I'm right or wrong at this stage in life. What's wrong with me coming to her saying, you know what, I'm out of line. I was wrong. Please forgive me. So we can move on. Why we gotta fight? Why we gotta cuss and fuss and raise hell? Why we gotta talk about meeting up and whooping ass? And you both old as dirt. Ain't neither one of y'all gonna come out in no fight. Both of y'all gonna fall down and get injured. All you gotta do is just thump them and they done fall over. I don't get that. Can y'all help me with that? Hey, Peach, how you doing this evening? I can't take it either when people have constant negativity. Ain't nothing right. It's always something wrong. Ain't nothing positive. Every time you hear them, they got a complaint going. I can't stand it. It's my leg. It's my foot. It's my... God, dog, you think you the only one in the world with a damn complaint? No, I just choose not to complain about it. Okay? What is complaining gonna do? Are you looking for sympathy, empathy? What are you looking for? Every time you hear from them, I went to the doctor. The doctor said this. The doctor said, you ain't got no friends to tell that. We ain't friends. Go on about your business. Life is filled with ups and downs for all of us. So stop feeling like it rained on you and it didn't rain on me too. But some folks have a knack for just turning everything into a downer. I need to find some upper pills for some of these folks. Okay, Jip, I'm really tired of you. Okay, you gotta go. I told you, you can't stay with the topic. You gotta move on, Mister. Go find you a child that want to talk about what you want to talk about. Boy, you done knocked me off my life. Between this phone, not staying up here in this holder. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm not gonna be able to do you. Let me get this other phone because he driving me crazy. All this is what I'm talking about. Challenging people. There's a challenge right there. I can't with y'all. Told you the day ain't the day. The night ain't the night. What part of that don't you understand? Okay, let me make sure all this is down. I still ain't went over there and got my cell phone case. Newman, you coming in laughing? Shoot, sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from hurting people these days. They take you to a whole different level. You're not even trying to go there. I'm a very peaceful person. I think I'm a pretty loving person, pretty forgiving person. And I do that a lot just to get along with people. I know now I don't want to be around you, but okay, you win. You win. Now, is that good enough for you? Okay, well, good. Then move on about your business then. These are the people who always see the glass half full or half empty. And they find a cloud in every silver lining. Why? I can't see myself doing that. I'm around this particular lady right now. And I want to tell her so bad, you are so damn childish and so damn messed up in the head to be so old. But you want to say, it's me. Now I'm sitting back here minding my business. You up there with all this, I'ma do this and I'ma do that and never do this and never do that. And I got to hear it all day long. And I tolerate it all day long. I'm like, okay, it is what it is. The constant negativity can be exhausting, people. Really exhausting. Just like this stuff that came in here this evening. I ain't trying to talk to you. You 86 years old. We talking about challenging people and you coming in here challenging me. What's up, mister? You want them to hit that like button? I'd appreciate it. Three dots up in the right-hand corner. That'll get it. And challenging, they're not only exhausting, but they're challenging to be around, but they don't know it. Okay? Y'all make your comments. I'm gonna get to them. I'm just ignoring the trolls. Unless I have to make a moderator up in here, I might have to do like that lady over there, give everybody a stick. I can't do that though, because look at what's coming in. That's Houston behind me. You love my energy, Ryan? Thank you. I hear that all the time. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see what I was saying. They always got constant negativity. I can't handle that. Often these individuals are unaware of the toll that they're taking on you. Hey, Carolina, thank you, baby, for coming in, because they was really trying to pluck my nerves here this evening. I ain't trying to be bothered with them. Oh, I had a long day. I took care of a lot of business today with the car situation, the doctors, my special needs children. It's my elementary children right at the end of school. They growing up and they losing their mind early. Hey, V, how you doing? You V and I'm V too. Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Hi, Ms.V, and lovely chat. How was your day today? It was good. It was good. Miss you at lunch. I didn't make it home today. Yep, I tried to come on, but then I looked at the clock and I'm like, I'm not going to have enough time. I would have only been on here 15 minutes. And Tajista would have had a problem if nobody else did. She got a problem if I come out here on StreamYard. She got a problem if I come out because I don't show my face. She want to see my face. If I pointed on something too long, she'll get in the chat and tell me, take it off of there. We want to look at you. We want to see you. I think it's my facial expressions, the energy that I have. She likes to see that. What's this live about? Challenging people, V. That's what we're talking about. Well, let me find it. They might simply, okay, I told you they may be unaware of the toll that the negativity takes on those around them, and then sometimes they may not. They might simply see it as being realistic or just telling it like it is, but it's not realistic when you're negative all the time. Can you just kind of put some positives in the place of those negatives so you won't drain the life out of folks? Kiss the ring. You're right. Just draining Debbie Downers. Yes, that's exactly right. Kiss the ring. Always the woe is me. Too much. I hate that song. Go sing it to somebody else. People who won't take accountability to save their life. Nope. They would rather deflect off of you and make it be you than to take accountability for their actions and what they did wrong. They're always going to make it you. But it's something like it with them when they do that. Now, I don't know what it is. I don't know if they had low self-esteem, low self-worth. But if you talk to them long enough, they'll tell you. Oh, you think you too educated. That came out one day and I thought, where did that come from? No, I don't think that. You think that. I know how much education I got. So why would you say that if you wasn't thinking that? See how you can read people real quick and be like, go on about your business, okay? You should have left all that alone and let me accept you for where you were and just move on like we've been moving on, but you can't do that. You got to cause a problem. And then you're going to be childish with it. I ain't going to be able to do you. I can ignore you by any means necessary. What's up, Dominique? Good evening. But in reality, their persistent negativity often makes them draining to be around. And I know y'all know some draining ass people. It's a lot of them out here that drain the hell out of you if you watch them every day. And people don't realize they take them to a point where they say, I got to leave YouTube. It's just too much. It's who you watching. You have gotten so involved in what that person is saying. What I'm saying as the content creator that's negative to you are becoming just like that person. That's why you got to get away. It's not positive. Hey, Jersey girl. Hello, everyone coming in. Please hit the like button. Thank you. Hey, Lady V. Hey, chat. Peace and blessings to you as well. Hold on, y'all. Dry. I've been drinking water all day long, but it's hot here. So, 80s today. To deal with such individuals, it's important to maintain your emotional equilibrium. No, I'm not preaching the word of God. Okay, you didn't read the topic before you came in. You won't be in here long. Okay, I'm going to ignore the last one too because the topic of conversation is challenging people. Y'all are gone. You're too challenging. Okay, bye, LK. Hey Elaine, how you doing? Hey Keisha, I was just trying to be peacemaker between two lifestyle moving neighbors. Sometimes you can't. You just got to let them work it out. Hello, Charles. How you doing? Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V, Native American sister. You're beautiful. Thank you. And welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. What's up, Sting? Thank you for the heart. We're talking about challenging people. Y'all know some. Drop it in the chat. Not the names, but maybe situations you have dealt with and how did you overcome them? Because my best thing with challenging people is to get out from around them and ignore them. If I can't get out from around them, I ignore them. I use my cell phone a lot to not be bothered with them. I'm looking at basically nothing, but it's okay. I ain't got to deal with them. Houston in the house. What's up, Charles? What part of Houston you live in, Charles? I'm South Houston. Yeah, south of Houston. How about that? Practicing mindfulness can help you stay grounded in your own positivity without getting swept up in their own positivity, without getting into the storm that they're in. Because most of the time, when they negative, they in rages too. Have y'all noticed that? That they're not a calm negative. They are like aggressive negative. That's too much for me. That's what you do? What you mean, Charles? That's what you do. I'm lost. Come back. Lack of empathy is another thing. And that is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. People can't do that these days. This is a different day and time that we living in now. Ain't nobody got no empathy for you and very little sympathy for you. Fifth Ward, okay, I know where you are. All right. They often fail to consider others' perspectives on feelings. It's the way they feel. And they feel like they're going to take you to where they are. No, you're not. You out there in Never Land. I ain't trying to go out there with you. So best thing I can do is, like I said, get out from around them. Don't listen. Got to go. No empathy. I can't deal with that either. I might find myself as a recluse in my old age because it's just certain things and certain people I just don't want to be bothered with. To hear that voice these days irritates me. It's like, oh my God, I don't want to hear that. Making interactions with them challenging and sometimes even hurtful. I found that to be very true. When you interact with them and they ain't meaning you no good, no way. They ain't got no empathy for you, no sympathy, no nothing. Why would you want to be around a person like that? If they ain't got sense enough to feel your vibe that you're not where they are, you better have sense enough to walk on. Sometimes it's even hurtful. Like I say, they live in a world entirely of their own, and everything has to be centered around them. I'm not living like that. I'm included too. And they drain the hell out of you. You exactly right, Tajista. They drain your energy completely up. You'll mess around and you'll be sitting there like a zombie. They done zonked you out. There's nothing left for you. I'm a high level energy person. I can't be drained like that where I'm just sitting around going dark all day and into their world of all the problems they got. Mm-mm. I don't want no problems, and I don't want you bringing me no problems. That's who I am these days. There are others who have uncontrolled anger. Anger issues can be worse than the other two, the lack of empathy or the constant negativity. An angry person can do some damaging stuff to you. You don't know if they're going to pull a gun. You don't know if they're going to pull out a knife. Hell, they might just bite your ear off like Tyson did. You never know. That's an angry person. You know, we all can get a little angry from time to time, but where's your self-control? It's a natural human emotion to get angry, but then it's also something called self-control. At what point do you stop before you go there? You got to know when enough is enough. Are you going to sit there and continue to go back and forth with that person? That's what they want to do. They brought up the argument to get you to go back and forth. It's something they trying to tell you instead of realizing, look, we ain't on the same path. Hey, friend, what's going on? Talking about challenging people this evening, nap time. But when anger becomes a constant companion, that's no good. They ain't no good for them or you, because they're going to lose a lot of friends, a lot of companions, a lot of relationships, because they don't know when to quit. They don't know when to stop. They don't know how to ignore anything. Somebody say something about Naptown told me this. If I didn't hear it myself these days, then she didn't say it. I'm smart enough to figure out if she said something or not. What's up, Wanda? Happy Monday. Use your own sense of discernment. You can tell by the conversation. If the conversation starts to switch on you, it's not the normal conversation. They start acting a little weird on you, better let them people go. It can make a person extremely difficult to be around. Anger will run me away. I'm happy. Okay, I try to stay happy 24/7. I can't all the time, but I try to go back to my happy place. I can't let you take that from me. That's why I established my relationship out here on YouTube Road from day one. And I came out on a virtual cruise ship sailing around the world on the water. Ain't nothing out there bothering them ships. Nope. Let's see what you're saying. Ryan, workplace accident in 2020 left me with a brain injury that really knocked my emotional regulation. God helps me. Well, that's good. That's very good. And I'm sorry to hear that. Anger is punishment to yourself and poison to your surroundings. You could come up with some good ones. That is awesome and real. Okay? People who are frequently losing their cool, erupting into fits of rage and jealousy and major issues can create a stressful life for you. Go. I've never been around those kind of people. I didn't grow up with them. I'm not around them. And when I figure out that's who they are and that's what they like to do, I can move. Okay? I can go. Y'all make some comments in the chat. My sugar woogers and my beautiful butterflies. Don't let the trolls come in and run you out your own chat. If you over here supporting or whatever, I don't want to do all the talking. Okay? Because I don't know where all these trolls come from and why they don't have a life and why they can't read over here what you're talking about. You, challenging person, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I have to keep my cool to keep from going off on you and saying what I'm thinking. You don't want me to say that. That would be out of character for me. All right. Then there's excessive criticism. All these things I'm talking about now are not people you want to be around. Not at all. You want to run fast. Get to stepping quickly. So the first one was constant negativity. The next one was lack of empathy. Now we talked about anger and anger issues. Excessive criticism. That's a big no too. There's a fine line between constructive feedback and constant criticism. I don't think people want constructive feedback these days. They want you to agree with them. It ain't no agree to disagree. They want you to agree. All right? So I just can't be bothered with them. It's too petty for me. All right? Nath says, in general, it's people who are away from God. I would agree with that. That's not godly at all. Nah. Okay? So there's a fine line between constructive criticism and feedback. I don't think they want feedback anymore. Like I say, I think they just want you to just agree with everything they said. And when you don't, then that's when they want to drag you. They want to dog you. You're not on my side. Why I got to be on your side? Why can't I just tell you the truth? You can't accept that? Then something is wrong with you. I would rather for you to tell me the truth than to be sitting up here going through all these other changes, uncontrolled anger and lack of empathy and the lack. No. People who are and continually are critical, finding fault in everything and everyone around them are often a challenge to be around. All right? For them, it is their way of interacting with the world. Their way. Did not say the right way. I did not say that you were going to be able to deal with it. I said it was their way. Right there is where you got to make the decision. Am I going to be able to deal with this person or not? Okay, how am I going to get myself out of this room? I'm going to go to the bathroom and I'm going to hit the back door. I'm going to find my way out. And we cross paths again. It's just, hello, how you doing? Okay. People who are constantly critical are stuck in a loop. Round and round and round and round. They don't know where to stop. Okay? So, to all of the people coming in, always look at the topic before you just jump in a challenge. You'll know what we're talking about. Challenging people, Jake Farr. Okay? Are you one? Just asking. And judging and evaluating. We're bad about that. We ain't supposed to be judging nobody. If you got to judge a person, judge them silently. Don't bring it out publicly, because you could be wrong. You think they're narcissists and losers? Why does your picture look just like the same picture that was up above, but you had a different name? Huh, Ali? I don't even want to touch the phone because it's not in the case and I don't want it to mess up my life. So observe them and either accept them or reject them. You got a choice in life. We talked about choices. For everything in life you make a decision on, you got a choice on it. To do or not to do. To go or not to go. It's always choices. Yeah. When you encounter a poor loser, resist the urge to become irritated. That's going to be hard to do too. Breathe in, breathe out. Stop. Think before you speak. You go back and catch the live, Jake Farm. We're not going to go back to the beginning. Okay. You have to go back to the beginning of the live if you want that question answered. Okay. They're poor listeners. They resist the urge to become irritated, but they want to irritate you. Instead, exemplify stellar listening. Sometimes we're too quick to respond and we don't get everything exactly right because we responded too quick. Maybe if you had took just a little bit more time to listen, you might not have had a response at all. You're guilty of that, Ryan? I've been. That's why I've learned to listen now. And whether I'm going to ignore you or whether I'm going to respond to you. Okay? You did it sometimes, and they are never wrong. Not ever, Naptown. They're always right. And they'll convince a whole group of people that you're wrong. Mm-hmm. Because the whole thing is to come up with an argument, I do believe. You're slow to speak and slow to anger. That's good. You're in a good place then. Yep, it sounds like you do a lot of walking away from stuff too. Provide a model. You be the model for other people who are not quite where you are. They might get there one day, but they're not there today. So that's what you have to keep in mind. Is it going to benefit you to even respond to it? I'm constantly thinking that. When somebody's saying something or doing something I don't like, or I know it's a lie, I know it ain't true, is it going to benefit me to respond to that? Is it going to hurt anything in my personal well-being? If the answer is no, you get no response. People hate to be ignored too. You got to try that sometimes because that wasn't the intent. The intent was to get you riled up and to get you where they already are, angry. Excessive self-centeredness. What are you talking about, Ms.V? We all have a degree of self-interest. That's what I'm talking about. It's a survival mechanism. Self-preservation is the first law of nature. But some individuals take it to the extreme, becoming way too excessive, self-centered. How do you deal with them? Same way. Discern, respond, if you have to. Think about what your response is going to be. Sometimes one response can shut the whole thing down, depending on how you do it. The whole conversation just shuts down because they're speechless. They don't know where you're coming from. They may be coming after you and you give them a response like, you know what? You're right. That's going to shut it down right there. You didn't agree with them, even though in your heart, you know, I don't believe in that. But it shut the argument down. It shut the disagreement down. Gotta try different stuff. Again, some people go to the extremes, becoming to excess. And you got to figure it out. They see the world revolving only around them. And ain't no you. You were never to be included in this whatsoever. It was all about them from the beginning. They used you to get to where they were trying to go. When they got to that point, they dropped you and they picked up somebody else who could take them the next mile of the way. Don't tell me you don't see that every day. Yeah. And it may take you a while because they may be good at what they do. They see the world just revolving around them, often neglecting the feelings and the needs of others. This is excessive self-centeredness, and it can make them difficult to be around. So every one of these people I've talked about tonight are very difficult people. I probably could have dealt with it in my younger years, but at this point, I ain't about all of that foolery, okay? If it's not foolery where we laughing and he and ha and having a good time, then all these people here, they don't need to be at the party because they're going to wreck the party. They're going to be the Debbie Downers of the party. Who needs that? You came to party. So remember all of this difficult stuff as we leave a little room for empathy or understanding. The next one we're going to talk about is fear of change. Tajista says difficult people are hard to deal with. They just are. And I don't think you're going to break them down either. They'll break you down before they'll break you down before you break them down. It's just not going to happen. Because y'all are too different. It's like opposites. They supposed to attract. But in this case, they're not. They're going to bore you to death. They're going to get on your last nerve. And they might have you to the point you just want to scream and pull the hair out your head. You might want to go up and hold your hand because you was just ready to just slap the fire out of them. They'll take you there. Self-control. They ain't even worth going to jail for. Gone. I'm quick to tell a person, go on about your business. This ain't about you. We ain't compatible. I don't care if it's woman, man, friend, foe, whatever. If we ain't compatible at this point, move on. It's too many people in the world. You meeting them all day, every day. I don't understand how these people get so involved with these people when they tell them to move on. Then that's another problem. You better leave before they bring you down to their level, because they will. Y'all are not walking the same walk. Y'all are not talking the same talk. Y'all are not on the same journey. It's just difficult to be around those kind of people. But I've been pretty good at sliding away from people. I find a way, some kind of way. I'm thinking, soon as they open their mouth and I start hearing it, it's like, I got to get out of here. I got to get away from you. We ain't compatible. You going to blow everything. I'm on a natural high. You going to blow it, okay? And you going to see that other side of me that you really don't want to see. Usually when people are calm and laid back, relaxed, you need to leave them alone. Because when they come unglued, they come unglued, unraveled. People who fear change aren't usually seen as challenging to be around. I said people who fear change aren't usually seen as challenging to be around. People who resist change tend to stick to their own routines and habits. Think about what I just said. Move on because it ain't no changing. Exactly, friend. You got it. I think we've been around here long enough to understand that now and to pick it out real quick. I can walk through a crowd, and if I'm around, I have a harder time out here in this virtual world. But if I'm ever face to face with you, I can read you within a couple of minutes from having a quick little conversation. This person don't want to talk about nothing but this Windex cleaner I just cleaned off this screen with. That's all they want to talk about. That's going to be boring because it ain't, what you going to talk about other than it clean? Maybe the ingredients in it. It's in a plastic jar. That's boring. I don't want to hear that. I don't know, somewhere. People who resist change tend to stick to their routines and habits, even when they're harmful or no longer serve their purpose. This resistance can create a stagnant environment that's difficult. Now, who want to live in a stagnant environment? That would drive me crazy. I'm moving around. I got a lot of energy. I get tired of this room, I'm going in that room. If I get tired of the house, I'm going outside. If I get tired of just walking around, I'm going to get in the car. I'm going to keep myself moving and motivated and in a positive mindset. Hey, Cheryl P., good evening. Welcome, welcome. Embrace change. Change is the only constant in life. Most people are very resistant to change. They're routine people. Most of my special kids are routine. Boom, 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 boom. Every day, all day long. If they get up and they wash their face, they brush their teeth, they got to order to things. The next thing might be before they eat, they might feed the dog. Don't get them out their routine. It will make them snap. They will go off on you. Hey, Marjorie. And we are probably becoming just like my special needs children. We want everything to just go just like that. And if it doesn't, we get in an uproar. We can't handle it. Oh my God. That's all you hear. Girl, I had da 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 da. And I'm like, okay, we'll go do it. We'll go fix the problem. Get on the phone. While you going off, you still got to take care of it. Okay? So embrace change. Change is the only constant in life because things will always be changing. Nothing remains the same forever. By accepting and adapting to change, we can grow and we can evolve. If you never change anything in your life, you become stagnant. You're not moving because the world is constantly changing around you every day. What if you never decided to go and buy a computer? You would be like in the Stone Ages now if you didn't know how to log on, if you didn't know any of the apps and how to go into them, if you never bought a cell phone and you still on that old rotary dial phone or that push button phone, and somebody brought a cell phone out to you, it would be like, I don't know what to do with it. They wouldn't know how to talk on it. They wouldn't know how to dial it, much less get into any of the apps. Take a picture on a phone? No, they wouldn't know how to do that. A flip phone, yeah, that's about as antique as can be these days too. And it just seemed like it ain't been that long ago when they were popular, back in the 90s. Yeah. So remember, everyone has their own journey. Hey, Deborah Silver. Sometimes the most challenging people can teach us the most valuable lessons. Not to want to be like them. They can teach us patience because they will push your patience to the limit. You saw they came in here this evening, back to back to back to back. I just said, I just got off work. I work with special needs kids. Every day it's going to be a different situation. It might be a different situation from hour to hour. This evening they got on the bus. First thing they want to do is snack. You just left out of school. Why you didn't snack in there? Now, I'm not about doing all the sweeping and bopping this bus this evening because y'all going to put all these crumbs down here. I don't want no ants on the bus. I don't want none of that stuff that could get on this bus while we gone tonight. So we're not going to snack this evening. We're going to get you off of here as fast as we can, and then you can go in the house, mess up your mama house. That's how it's going down. Hey, Carol Anna, speaking to everyone coming in. So remember, they can teach you a valuable lesson about patience, understanding, and compassion. When they're doing what they're doing, they're teaching you patience. Patience to subdue, I guess, until you can get out from around them. Try to understand who they are so the next time you meet another one like that, you'll be able to move faster. You'll pick it up right away. And compassion for that person because they ain't going to never do too much better than what they doing, especially when they get to a certain age. If they walk through their 20s with that and they get to their 30s, that's who they are. You got to make a change somewhere. And if you don't, you're stuck. Dealing with challenging individuals require patience, understanding, and clear boundaries. You got to set boundaries for people. When they cross that line, what are you going to do at that point? Never think fighting. Always think how you're going to get away from them or how you're going to encourage them to move on. Come up with any excuse you got to leave. Oh, you know what? I got to go. You got to go away from them, but you ain't got to tell them that. You just say, oh, Lord, I got something I got to do. However you can get away from them. I've been challenged by challenging people, and I started to reflect on myself because I never wanted to be them. That's what I was just saying to Justin. They teach you patience, endurance, tolerance, compassion, all of that. And they also teach you to pick up on that behavior sooner than later, the next time. Recognize that you cannot change someone's inherent nature, but you can manage how you can interact with them. That makes sense? You cannot change them. They are who they are. You are who you are. I can't come out here and change you no matter what. You got to want to change for yourself. Just like I got to want to change. Whatever my vices are, whatever negatives you may see in me that I don't see in me, you can tell me all you want to. But until I decide that I want to make that change, ain't nothing going to happen. That's what I'm saying. Begin by maintaining your composure and keeping interactions as positive and brief as possible. That little while you're around them, be very positive. They might just pick up on, wow, I like her. I like the way she handled things. I like the way she act. I like the way she react. I'm going to work on myself. But that's a big problem too. Most people don't see that problem. They don't feel like the need to work on themselves. For as long as they're attracting people to them, they don't realize they're attracting like-minded people. Every last one of the people you attracted got to be just like you to be around you. So you'll never see yourself as you really are until you get away from those kind of people. Establishing and enforcing boundaries is crucial. It protects your energy and your mental health. All right? Try to understand their perspective while you're in that company for that little while. Try to understand. If you can't and it doesn't make sense, time to move. They're going to start messing with your energy. They're going to start messing with you. Next thing you know, they're going to bring you down to that level. You don't want to go there. It's hard to pick yourself back up once you go down. Anytime you going down, gravity is pulling you down, so it's easy to go down. But lifting yourself back up against gravity, that ain't easy. In no form or fashion, however you look at it, it's not easy. They can be challenging and have challenging behaviors. And this all stems from the need, the lack of insecurities. That's it. They need something, they lack something, or they're insecure with something. Find support among friends or colleagues who can often advise and empathize with you. I'm not one. Okay? Ensuring you don't face these challenges again. Because most of the people I meet now are going to be well past 20 I'm not going to be in the company of 20-year-olds as much as I'm going to be in the company of people 40, 50, 60, 70 and on because of my age. So am I going to tolerate that now? No, because I already know these people got a fixed mindset or they would have made a change a long time ago. I don't need that energy and I don't want to be bothered with it. Remember also, every interaction we have is an opportunity for growth. Even though you met these people and y'all couldn't really interact, that should have been an opportunity for you to outgrow them. It all makes sense when you stop and you think about it. So embrace the challenge. You never know what you might learn from a challenging person. This has been my commentary. I'm up on my hour tonight. Please hit that like button, the 3 dots in the right-hand corner. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you to all of my supporters, my subscribers, and my members. We are growing. Every day I come out, and I really, really, really appreciate my chat. Thank you for coming in and listening tonight. I hope you have learned something from the conversation tonight. I will see you tomorrow. Can't tell you what time, but if I miss y'all tomorrow day, I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Y'all have a great night. Love you much. Talk to you later. Good night.